back, everyone. This is episode 220 for the 10th, I want to say, of September 2023. My name's Sloan Kelly.
Oh, hi, my name's Jody Kelly.
I always got my name wrong. It's the 20. It's almost. We started this in 2015.
Did we?
2018 we started in. 2018. It's 5 years ago, so it's almost 5 years today because it was October. I go by when we registered the domain. So we registered the domain on the 6th of October, 2018.
Wow, that was a podcast.
That was the podcast. Yeah,
started off as a podcast,
not the video.
Moved into YouTube, and then all things just took off for us.
We
We become millionaires.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why, and we actually have so much money. We actually turned down sponsorship from all the big ones: PCBWay, NordVPN, MeUndies,
what's that green one? The
ZipRecruiter as well. Yeah. Green Geeks, all of them, all the big ones. Turned it all down because
I want to keep it real.
Exactly. We don't want sponsors telling us that we can't say flip or words like that.
Or
so
dibble.
Exactly. So that's why we took a vow of poverty. So how you been? How's your week?
Busy. Danny's birthday there.
Yeah.
We were out seeing the Red Arrows yesterday, which is like a flying show thing, which was brilliant. Too busy though. I hate crowds. I don't like crowds and stuff. Is it Blue Arrows? Is it?
Blue Arrows. No. You guys have got the Red Arrows. And Canada's got the Blue Arrows.
That's what I'm saying. Aye. Too busy. It was like about 14,000 people down the beach in air. The shows, people, noise,
I might have made that
sunshine. It's the blue something. It's not the Blue Arrows.
It's the blue something. Yeah.
It's the
blue. Not the snowbirds. What was it? Royal Canadian Air Force.
Just put Canadian Red Arrows equivalent or something.
Team. Tigers?
Pardon?
The Snowbirds? They can't be the snow. It is the Snowbirds. What? Snowbirds 431 Air Demonstration Squadron. There you go. The Snowbirds.
There you go. Fact fans.
The Snowbirds. Sorry, you went to see the Red Arrows.
Anyway, it was busy and great.
Full of people, crowds.
And it was Daddy's birthday, so he got a bike.
Oh, aye.
And he got a Sony VR2 Red headset.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. And you guys went the old...
we went clay pigeon shooting. Yeah,
clay pigeon
shooting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was quite a packed day. Packed day yesterday. Yeah.
Nice.
All in one day. Yourself, did you get up to any shenanigans? Mountain climbing and like that?
I was told by my wife to get out of the house.
Get out. But she let you back in.
She did, yeah. After I was scratching at the door for ages as well.
And meowing.
I was going, hello. And she's like, paying no attention. She opened the door quickly and then squirted water in my face, and then I ran away.
Oh, good. Okay.
And so so she told me to go and get some exercise because I was feeling a bit not great.
Basically, you said you had a wee bit of pain, and she said to walk it off.
Walk it off, basically. Yeah, she told me to walk it off. So I went and I walked down the Niagara River. So just the back, not Niagara Falls itself, but there's towards Chippewa. I mean, if anybody knows, I was basically walking towards the town that James Cameron grew up in, which is Chippewa. So I was walking down there, which is a very nice walk.
Did you see him?
I was half an hour there and half an hour, but no, he's never there.
Is he never in?
You'd think someone who's interested in water would be right there, but no.
Yeah, he's busy though, isn't he?
He is busy. Aye,
he's busy. True. To be fair.
Yeah. Obviously he's not writing anything because Writers Guild of America.
That's true.
But I was listening to John Romero's The Doom Guy
you were saying
audiobook. Yeah, and
it's the Doom game.
Yeah, and so I previously read read audiobook. I'd previously listened to Masters of Doom, which is narrated by Will Wheaton. And it's a fantastic book. Like if you're going to get an audiobook, get those two books simultaneously. Read them back to back.
He narrated the
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm. And Ready Player Two as well.
He did, because I read Ready Player One, but I listened to Ready Player Two.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, get Masters of Doom. It's a great book. It goes beyond, because Romero left after they shipped Quake. He left id Software, so he's not really. He just talks about the Ion Storm thing. The Masters of Doom goes beyond that and talks about the Doom guys after that, as well as Ion Storm. So yeah, they're both great reads, really good. Fascinating guys. I'd love to meet John.
It's funny how I always think it's funny how second name is Romero, because it's so kind of intertwined with the George Romero, Romero, the horror director, Zombie Man.
Gang. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
They're not related, are they? You can't be related.
No. It's the same as Age. So there was two guys that worked at id Software. There was Adrian Carmack and John Carmack. No relation.
Right.
Just happened to be two guys called Carmack. I have an interesting fun fact. I used to work for a further education college in Scotland, and they were playing whack-a-mole with Doom. So basically, people were like adding new partitions to the hard drives and then side-loading Doom onto them, so they could play them in the college. And the computer tech guys were like, we can't figure out how these drives are like getting there. And I knew C and I knew like bits. I was reading the API for
Sloan's going deep.
I know. Everybody. But anyway, I said I could build you something that can detect that. And so I built this little program that booted up on startup, and if it found a partition that wasn't there, it checked to see what the contents were, and if it matched a certain like pattern, then they would delete the partition.
What the fuck are you doing?
I know.
Give yourself a ding.
Anyway, that was my second commercial program, I guess, that I'd written. First one was that Santa one that was in John Menzies' window.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got a pack of 5 C15s for that. If anybody remembers what C15s are, the cassettes.
That's got to be the nerdiest beginning to our podcast of all. That is hands down the nerdiest one. Got to be.
Anyway, go read those two books, Masters of Doom and
it's a great advert for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. They do get into the weeds a bit as well. It's good. Shall we chat about the tea?
Oh God, yeah, please.
Sad news. One of the greats, Mike Yarwood, impersonator, died age 82. He was like he was always a fixture in our house, because we'd say to him,
it was one of the main dudes.
I don't want to go, and he would sit there.
Yeah, it was one of the main guys. He was in an old folks' home that is full of people from that era. Do you know that?
He's not, is it? Or wasn't
he?
Was
he? He was in there with what do you call the guy that died? I say guy. Oh, I say, you know, the actor, the posh actor.
Oh, Terry Nutkins.
No, Terry.
Thomas.
Oh God.
No, it wasn't Terry Thomas. It was the other guy, Leslie Phillips.
Leslie Phillips.
Uh-huh.
He was in there with him.
I always used to get Terry Thomas and Leslie Phillips mixed up.
Me too. And I dare say Terry Thomas was there as well, you know, at one point.
Wow.
But they all keep dying. I think the police might have to investigate.
I think it might be old age, Jody.
Well, you know, it's coincidental that they're all dying at the same age.
They're all in the same nursing home.
Yep. Doesn't take Miss Columbo to work that one out.
But Zippy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, you used to do impressions of Harold Wilson and Frank Spencer for those of you who are playing at home.
Oh, God. That's what, well, Sloan, we're losing people here.
I know, hemorrhaging people at this point. Anyhow, so that's. I just thought I would mention Mike Yarwood because he obviously was a bit of a staple in our house.
Again, I thought he'd already died years ago.
Well, his career.
So, you know.
I mean, mainly because no one knows who Harold Wilson and Frank Spencer are these days.
Not these days, no.
No.
One's a comedian, one's a politician. I'll let you decide.
What am I, a comedian? I think this is probably the last time we do the chart because it doesn't make much sense beyond it because it's the end of summer.
Yeah.
So a round of applause for the chart.
We know who won. We know who won.
We know who won.
Barbie won. Well done.
Barbie won. With 1.4 billion with a B at the box office. So overtook Super Mario Brothers to become the third biggest movie this year.
Yep.
So no, it's the biggest movie this year. No. Yeah.
Barbie was the biggest. Mario was the second. Oppenheimer, I think, moved into third position. And Guardians was fourth. Is that right?
Yeah. I'm just getting the worldwide.
I think the biggest winner out of that was Oppenheimer, really. You know, nobody saw that coming.
So there you go. I'll just zoom in a wee bit because no one can read that. So there's the top five. The top five, Fast 10. Who thought that would be in the top five?
Wow.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was in at number 4. Oppenheimer was number 3. Number 2 was Super Mario Brothers, and the number 1, the head honcho, King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring, is Barbie with $1.4 billion. So that's it. That's your top 5 for the year so far. Maybe there's going to be a big, massive elf-like Christmas hit.
Yeah, I am disappointed in some films didn't make it to
Spider-Verse
further up. Spider-Verse was good. Mission Impossible should have made it up there further. Ant-Man I liked as well.
Did you like Ant-Man and Quantumania?
Yeah, I did like it.
I did not. I thought it lost a lot of the heart that was in the previous 2 movies. I don't know what happened with this one.
I think that's right. But
and also it was the script was a direct rip-off of Tron Legacy as well, which took me well out of the story.
I think it ripped off a lot of things, actually. It ripped off a lot of Star Wars stuff as well. Like proper ripping off scenes.
Because Rinsler was Mordok, whatever his name is. Clue was obviously what's his face? Kang. Just I don't know. There's a lot of similarities to it. Yeah.
Let me see the rest. Indiana Jones, disappointing as well. Performance
disappointing. I thought they might get to $500 million.
Very disappointing. God, that's not even made 2. Was it made? No, it's not even made 3.
No, in fact, it's down here.
300.
16th. The Flash is a disappointment. Because I watched it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, did I not say last week?
Not sure. Sure.
No, it didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh, it didn't. I must have mentioned it on just when we were chatting.
Let's save that for later on then.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't tell me now.
And I watched Barbie as well, so we can talk about that.
Oh, did you? Right.
Have you seen Barbie yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can talk about that later on. I'll share my thoughts about the Flash later on. But I think these are all pretty much well deserved though for the top 5.
Yeah.
They did. People did go and see. If a mark of popularity is bums on seats, which I think it is, that's the definition of popularity. 700 million for Fast 10 is a pretty good one. It's not as big as Fast 7, I think, which was the Paul Walker last one.
Mm-hmm.
But
not bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Well done. Well done, Vin.
Well done. Aye. One movie that will be taking a complete nosedive next month will be Haunted Mansion because it is getting a release on Disney Plus. And Little Mermaid is already out on Disney Plus.
Yes.
So that's going to end its underwater reign.
Yeah, I would say that's well gone in the cinema anyway, really. But I've not watched it actually.
I mean, it was.
Oh, is it another one?
No, it was. I think it's still making money.
It did pretty well.
Yeah, it's not making as much money. Little Mermaid it's made 500,000 this week, so not a great deal. But yeah, this one has not done as well as Disney had hoped it was going to do. They're sitting at $101 million.
I don't know why they did it.
Which is probably. I mean, so the first one did not do well. The first one, by the way, is not a bad movie. Eddie Murphy's in it. He's very funny in it. It's a stellar cast. It's a fine movie. Is it the best movie in the world? No, it's not the best movie in the world. Of course, it's not the best movie in the world, but it's pretty good. It's fun. If you want to watch a Halloween movie, go watch Haunted Mansion, the original one, the Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah. This one gets quite a good write-up, though, does it not? I thought those that saw it. But, the whole point of it, though, is, do we need it? No. Was it released during Halloween? No. Why not? Questions.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it had been released,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. No, it's got a 6.2 rating on IMDb.
I tell you what, I don't understand as well. How did they choose what movie gets released direct to Disney Plus and what movie gets released onto the? Because it seems as if there's kind of no rhyme or reason, to it.
I think it's I think it just might be down to we don't have enough content for Disney Plus this month. What can we release?
Yeah, because Enchanted 2 was released straight to Disney Plus, and yet this one was straight to cinema.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the first Enchanted that was out in.
So that was a big hit.
Yeah.
So I don't get their ideas behind releases. Seems a bit odd.
I don't know.
And does anyone know an audience? Anyone?
Bueller. Also coming to theaters soon is Ahsoka.
Well, this is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if so we were talking about this before the show started. You're quite upbeat about it. I'm more kind of cynical about it. I think they're doing it to test the water for the Mandoverse movie.
It's a funny way of doing it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird the fact it's like episode 5.
Plus, that's the next episode.
Yeah.
So there's not much notice for it either. Seems a bit odd. Did you hear the story as well that they're releasing Mandalorian and a couple other, I think WandaVision on Blu-ray as well?
Wait, what?
Yeah, for realsies. Yep, Mando season 1 and 2 and WandaVision, I think, are getting released on Blu-ray.
I mean,
has the digital bubble burst streaming?
I kind of agree. I kind of like the idea that it's on a physical media because the problem is, let's say you're a huge Willow fan. Let's say you liked that season of Willow. You can't watch it.
I know.
And you couldn't have recorded it either.
Yep.
There's no way for you to see that now. Like, if you want to go back and like relive the heady heights of episode 2 or whatever it is.
Brilliant. Loved it.
Episode 2 is the best episode. I never got beyond episode 1, so I don't know. If you want to go and watch episode 2, you can't. That's it. You're done.
Yep.
So I actually kind of agree with physical.
Well, me too.
Copies.
I think that they're looking of ways to make more money out of it as well because you notice how I say it was Mandalorian season 1 and 2, not Boba Fett or the newer ones. It's the ones that people have watched. Anybody that's going to watch it has watched it.
Yeah.
So, and WandaVision was obviously as well. But I think they've all got extras and stuff. It might be stuff we've seen already, but I'm not sure. But
maybe the stuff they put on they put in the extras section of Disney Plus. I mean, it would be nice to have it though, to physically own a copy of it that no one can take away from you, which would be good. Because I mean, if they can take away Willow, what else can they take away? They can take away whatever they want. They took away Jeff Goldblum as well. Everyone liked that show that watched it. I can't go and rewatch his episode with Levi Jeans where he's going, fabric.
Have they taken that away?
Indigo. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, that's crap.
Exactly. So, I mean, this is a bit weird. So, this feels a bit strange. The fact it feels a bit strange because it's episode 5. I don't know what the runtime is for episode 5. Does it mention it in here? I don't know if it does.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is it going to be like a movie length episode? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it going to be long?
Is
it going to be epic?
Is it going to be a flashback episode, and that's why it's like a self-contained bubble episode where they could release it? Is this? Maybe that's what they're going to do.
Well, that was what James and I were talking about. The fact that remember they were going to do that for Force Awakens. They wanted to have kind of flashbacks to the original trilogy in that movie, but from a different angle, sort of thing. Yeah. So it was like Luke and Vader fighting, but from an angle we hadn't seen before, from Rey's point of view in a flashback.
Oh, like look through the world between worlds type thing.
Yeah. Well, that's what that is, isn't it? Where they are. So
that's where it ended episode 4.
Yeah. So are we going to see something pretty exciting here? I hope we are. I'm obviously wishing, but it'd be nice to see that. But I like nostalgia. I'm there for the nostalgia stuff. Definitely.
The only caveat is that the free passes were claimed as soon as they were announced and are sold out. Still, you can head over to GoFobo to see if there's something screening your area and join the wait list to possibly attend if the Force wills it. So basically, it was like those and such as those. So as soon as it was announced, it's all gobbled up.
So is it almost like a gimmick then? It's not really a big deal.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it would have been worse having to. Well, like, Bango's my idea as well, but it would have been worse as well the fact that it's like episode 5, and then you're paying for episode 5 twice.
Yeah,
almost. So it feels. Yeah, but that's not the case. It's you got it for free. It's basically like a kind of first come first serve thing. So, I haven't finished watching you guys talking about it. I was going to do that today, but time ran away from me. How did you guys feel about that episode? You seemed to like it at the start, and you mentioned at the start you liked it.
Oh yeah, I think episode we both really enjoyed it. We haven't spoken about it at all, actually.
No.
No. I mean, there was people on the internet saying it's the best episode Star Wars has ever created for TV.
Steady on.
I don't think that's the case.
Andor's over here like.
Andor, hello guys.
You guys get short memories or what? The prison escape episode, for one.
Well, many.
I know.
Anyway,
just, Marva.
But I tell you what, it was up there, and that was why I'd sort of mentioned about what's your favourite Disney Star Wars TV show episode rather than your TV, your favourite show.
I think we should definitely do that. We should do our own top 5
because that has
got the top 5. We talk about those 15 episodes. So then that's 50, possibly 15 episodes. My guess is there's probably there's a Venn diagram in some of these, but it'll be interesting to know like where we place it in our top 5.
I think it'd be up there this one though. I have to say.
Do you know my biggest the thing I don't like about Ahsoka, I'll just say it, is Rey. Like that whole fight scene was amazing. Like, because he fights like he's a medieval knight.
should really talk about this later.
Okay, let's talk about
what
it
you're
later.
watching. Yeah.
Just keep that in the back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's talk about that later on. Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently they're up
to no good.
Up to no good. So not only was the fact that the certified fresh thing is like 3 out of 5 or more. Like how many people have done 3 out of 5 or more? That's like the freshometer.
Mm-hmm.
There's that fix, and then there's the fact that basically they've been paying some critics directly, and not only that, they're not exactly paying them a lot of money.
Has there not been controversy about Rotten Tomatoes in the past? Anyway, the fact that people walking out the cinemas but they're like voting if somebody for example, J.K. Rowling, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was said something about trans people or whatever it was. I can't remember, right? Whatever it was, right? So people would go into Rotten Tomatoes and just say that the latest Fantastic Beasts movie was crap, just without even watching the film.
Yeah, so people do review bombs all the time.
Yeah,
that's not a new thing. That's not really something that Rotten Tomatoes. Right, Rotten Tomatoes could probably, sorry about the word, weed out some of these bad reviews because they know that it's from a source or from an area that did like something, whatever it is. They could probably weed it out using some algo magic. But this is reviewers putting the thumb on the scale, so they're being paid by PR firms working for big movie studios to say that the film's great. So it's not people. It's not general public review bombing it. It's reviewers
their own
actively
people
saying, well, not them. It's because they go to like the Chicago Tribune and all these other big papers, and they say, oh, these 10 people said this movie's great, so we're going to give it a critic rating of 8.9 fresh or whatever it is. But it's those people that are getting paid to put the thumb on the scale and say, yeah, this movie's great, everyone should go and see it.
But that's a bit like back in the day when records were a thing and record companies sending guys out to buy the records to make them go to number one as well.
Exactly.
It's a bit like that.
When all you need is just 150 iPhones just playing the same song on repeat.
Aye. It's just a shame. There's cheaters out there.
Mm-hmm.
The world's not a fair place, Sloan.
Isn't it? Wait, what?
No, it's not. No.
Oh.
Just ask Trump.
That's right. Yeah. His
stolen election. Absolutely shocking. Actually, you should listen to some of the stuff it's saying. It's absolutely brutal. I can't believe it. MAGA.
Matter, make Trump great again.
Right.
Or MAGA. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This one I put in, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have, because then I put it and I was all excited to see all the new pictures. There's a picture of Catherine Tate looking in space.
Yes.
There's a picture of Neil Patrick Harris while people are running about him. Clearly, this is some kind of place in London, innit, mate, or somewhere in England anyway.
All right.
So yeah, who is he going to be though? Is he going to be the master? Is he going to be the trickster? Who is he going to be? Don't know. We don't know yet, but he's on his tippy toes there.
Yes.
I'll tell you something though, he's very good as Olaf in Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh, is it him? Right, yeah. Okay. He's probably going to be the master then, isn't he?
I would hope so.
Well, they'll probably do a wee kind of switcheroo to pretend he's not, and then it'll be some sort of reveal.
Yeah. The last master they had, oh God, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in A Journey Through Space and Time. He played the director. He was brilliant and underused.
It was the guy from Life on Mars, wasn't it?
No.
They did that. They did that old switcheroo with Benedict Cumberbatch in the Star Trek movie.
It was this guy.
Oh, was he the Master?
Yeah, he was the Master with Jodie Whittaker.
Well, he's in that show that I watched. All right, with Jodie Whittaker.
Those guys.
I never saw him as the Master, actually.
All right. He was brilliant. He was really good.
Well, he is good, him, and he was in that show that we're talking about that we watched. That show that we're talking about that we watched. Here we go. It was on BBC One, and it was about these two guys that kind of manipulate their way into this house and kind of kidnap a family and stuff. And
okay.
He's in it, and he's the main one.
Right. Okay. He's the main guy. Okay. And then the last one is these two here, which is the Police Box, obviously, and David Tennant back again with Catherine Tate. So
is it autumn then? Fall?
So it is November so the official date is the 23rd, I think, because that's when they first broadcast it. Then they had to broadcast it again the following Saturday because of the Kennedy assassination.
Right.
But this is the 60th anniversary of it. Please be advised, the only thing that this, if you're watching this in not the UK, you have to watch it on Disney Plus. If you're watching it in the UK, it's on iPlayer.
This has also got Disney money behind it.
Yes.
So this is going to be the most pimped up Doctor Who TV series we've seen for a long time.
Yeah.
Or maybe ever.
Yeah.
And also, right?
Do you not think
this is a slight gamble having David Tennant back?
I think
considering you've got a new Doctor on the wings.
Ncuti Gatwa, who is also in Barbie. I think the reason why is because they want someone who's safe as the Doctor, and they didn't want Jodie Whittaker to do it because no one likes her as the Doctor.
But do you not think that's putting one of the most likable and popular Doctors out and then going, nah, here's your real Doctor?
I think it's fine for it's only for the specials. So he's only in it for like 2 of the specials. There's 3 specials this year. So he's in it for 2 of the specials, and then he hands it over to Ncuti, and then he does the Christmas special.
So he does come back.
Yeah.
All right,
so,
not that I'm saying the guy that did Ncuti's going to be bad, but
he's not appeared yet as a Doctor. You've only ever seen him in like stills from like
but that's what I mean. Potentially, if people don't take to him for whatever reason, and it's like. You're going up against David Tennant, who's one of the most beloved Doctors.
That's why he's come back for the 60th anniversary of the show, is because he's the most liked Doctor. So it makes sense for him to come back as Doctor Who, or the Doctor, I should say.
But it's a scary thing to follow, really.
It's I mean, if you're following Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall's portrayal of the Doctor, then it's a safe bet.
You're safe.
But now you're following David Tennant, which is much bigger shoes to fill because of the cash.
And by the way, that wasn't Jodie Whittaker's fault.
No, it wasn't. No, I'm not saying it's. No, it's solely at Chris Chibnall's shoes.
Just,
I mean,
too many characters as well.
Do you know, the worst thing about the whole Jodie Whittaker stuff was they actually came up with a really good story to end it, and you're going, why couldn't all the other series?
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? It was really good. Aye, it really was.
It made no sense. It was like, we're just waiting for this great TV epic thing at the end because everybody had something to do. Jodie Whittaker's characterization of the Doctor Who was amazing. Which I didn't have a problem with anyway because she was actually good as the Doctor until the preachy stuff came in. But that's words on paper that she gets given. But I liked her.
That last episode was terrific. It really was. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. No, exciting. Nice to see these pictures, though. Exciting.
As much as I like David Tennant, my favourite Doctor was Matt Smith.
He was good.
Yeah, I really liked
him. He's great in House of Dragon as well.
Yeah, I liked his. He had this kind of professorial look about him, and then he could get really young and excited, and then he would go back to the professorial stuff. I really liked his
He's very good. Very, very good.
Very good. Now, I was going to go and do the best movies, but we are 35 minutes. We could zoom through them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's zoom through.
I've not got much to say about what I've watched anyway. So.
Okay. So this is coming to Netflix, Max, Mubi, Criterion, a whole bunch of things. So we're just going to go over the first like 5 or 6 of them, because then it gets into like Shudder and stuff like that.
So is this the best movies that have been out this year?
This is the best movies that are coming out to streaming
this year.
So in the next wee while.
In the next wee while. You heard it first here, folks. In the next wee while.
In September 2023. So they could already be out, because we're like 10 days into September.
We're 10 days in, folks.
So the first one is Banshees of Inisherin. Have you seen that? Because you like in Bruggies.
Oh yeah, man, I've seen that. Mm-hmm. See, when I first watched it, I got an hour in and went, "What the hell?" And then I didn't get it. But see, when you've got a different mindset, and you watch something again, and I watched it with Evelyn, and then I'm like, "Okay, I get it," but it's still it's a strange comedy, because it's pretty bleak. But it's good. They're both great in it. I love Colin Farrell
and what's his face, the old fella,
Brendan
Gleeson.
Yeah, terrific, and they're great. They're brilliant.
Brendan Gleeson's Neeson. Brendan Gleeson's Neeson. He drives a Nissan.
All right. Okay.
Arrival.
Yep, seen
it. Great, love it. I told Sam to watch it because she's into that linguistic stuff, that being her degrees in it, and apparently she recognized her professor's university because they use that as some of the scenes.
Oh.
And the guy talked about it quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Other highlights are coming is Stand By Me, Wolf of Wall Street. Have you seen Wolf of Wall Street yet?
Is that a sequel to Wall Street with Michael Douglas in it?
It is, yeah. So that's coming out.
That is.
Other highlights: Devil Wears Prada.
I have seen that actually.
Yeah. Mad Max Fury Road, and of the menu. Have you seen the menu?
I have. Yep, I've seen all 3 of those.
Good.
They're all good.
Then we've got Carrie is coming out on Max or whatever the heck they've called it now.
Should that not be Carnation Street?
No, Carrie from Brian.
Oh no, Corey, Carrie. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Seen it. It's good.
Along with The Exorcist and Gangs of New York, which I'm pretty sure you've seen because it's a Martin Scorsese movie.
It's probably my least favorite Martin Scorsese movie, Gangs of New York.
It's not the best, no. It's okay. It's a bit too stylized. It's not like Hugo stylized. It's a bit.
It feels like it's all filmed in a studio.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know, something about it. I don't even like Daniel Day-Lewis in it either. It feels like a musical to me. The way it's done.
It feels almost like I can hear
any songs.
But
without the songs.
Sharks, jets.
Bit odd.
Prime Video is getting To Catch a Thief, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Good evening. They're also getting 2001: A Space Odyssey and Cool Hand Luke.
Hello.
Yeah, and also The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
The Brad Pitt extravaganza.
Is that the Brad Pitt one?
The Brad Pitt, yeah.
And then Paramount Plus will end here. Is The Big Lebowski.
Have you seen that one?
It's your name on the door, Lebowski. What's that? I may have seen this one a couple of times.
A million times.
I'm the dude, or El Duderino.
I watched that.
Or just, the dude, if you're not into that whole, brevity thing.
I watched that on the way to Canada.
Did you?
It was on one of the films. So I was like, why not? Brilliant.
New stuff has come to light, man. This aggression will not stand, man.
Brilliant.
Also coming is Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Road to Perdition, and the movie that could not be made today is Blazing Saddles. Yeah, and so that's the movies that are coming to streaming services. Okay. And then the last top 10 that I thought we'd mention is the top 10. We'll do this kind of relatively quickly.
Good Lord.
It's actually the top 50 science fiction TV shows of all time ever. I'll tell you something. It's tough getting into the top 10 for this one. But anyway, in at number 10, The Outer Limits. I don't remember seeing an episode of The Outer Limits.
Certainly not that one.
No, that's not a good one. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
The only reason I know that is because I type in Genesis to a search engine quite a lot,
and that
comes up. So, I don't know.
Genesis the band.
Don't know what it is.
Twin Peaks. Is this science fiction?
It's weird. Yeah, I'd say so.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean that started the whole sort of.
Is that the top 10 though?
Of all time.
Like top. Sorry, yeah, this is the top. So the top 50 of all time ever greatest sci-fi TV shows.
I would say that's definitely Twin Peaks is completely influential to modern TV.
Is it?
Wouldn't you say?
No.
Aye, 100%.
I've not seen it.
Lost, things like that. That was.
Oh god.
Yeah.
The Prisoner.
Oh, brilliant.
Seen here with a ball.
I have never seen an episode of The Prisoner, but it intrigues me so much.
I watched the whole show.
Is it good?
It's a bit weird. It is a bit weird, and it gets weirder as well because Patrick McGoohan, who is a great director, he took on like writing and creative tasks like later on in the series run, and it gets a lot weirder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to the. You know how we went to Wales last year? Oh no, sorry.
The village it's not Pontypridd. It's something like that.
Where that's filmed.
Yeah,
it's a stunning location. And we went to it's North Wales. So we're going to try and get there.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Nice. Number 6 didn't even make the top 5.
Never heard of it.
Star Trek: The Original Series. If it wasn't for I Love Lucy, this thing would never have been made.
Suck your gut in, Kirk.
James is saying Twin Peaks is his all-time favorite show. So you'd put it at number 1 then.
Well, there you go, James. I'm with you. I'm with you with that. It's so influential. It really is. And I mean, David Lynch is just off the scale great in my eyes.
The Twilight Zone, one of the finest TV shows ever to grace television.
100%.
Rod Serling.
Yes.
Brilliant. Used to introduce every single episode with that kind of pan cut. Picture a man. Battlestar Galactica. Like, I like Battlestar Galactica. How did that beat Twilight Zone?
How did that beat Star Trek, the original?
I don't know. Like, surely the guy that was involved, what's his name? Moore. Ronald Moore, whatever his name is. The guy that does Outlander just now. How he worked on Star Trek. How can this be better than Star Trek? I don't understand.
Why?
If you...
That's what I was thinking of. The teacher in Tune of Fat.
Exactly. You, Billy.
Next Generation
number 3. Above the original one.
Who's written this? Is this what
the other James?
Wait a minute here. I know.
James Baker.
But is this popular or is
this is them making a list.
It's quality.
I should point out this list is from popularmechanics.com.
Yeah, but is this just somebody come up with this list?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, well, that means nothing then.
X-Files number 2.
No, I'm out.
Do you want to see what number 1 is?
Okay.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah, makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah, it does,
but I don't know. I think Cameron McEwen came up with this list. Because that's kind of his shows, isn't it?
This is written by
our friend
Jordan Hoffman and Gregory Wakeman.
I'd rather see a top. That's a pointless top 10 that you've picked out there.
I just did it because I knew it would annoy you.
I'd rather see a top 10 that was...
Where was the IT crowd in all of this?
Yeah. No, I'd rather see a top 10 that was... it's Red Dwarf.
Yeah, Red Dwarf. Why is Red Dwarf not in the top 10?
Nah, that's a crap list.
That Red Dwarf should be in the top 10 just for the simple fact that...
top 5.
Jean-Luc Picard himself
got
confused and thought it was like a threat to Star Trek The Next Generation. That's how good it was.
Red Dwarf had proper sci-fi in it as well. It wasn't just like a action adventure set in space. It was proper sci-fi with
great.
time travel.
They kept expanding on the universe as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The universe of the show, not the
universe absolutely
itself, because the universe is consistently expanding.
We're with you there, James.
Yeah,
definitely.
Good show, and also it was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was. Do you know they did do a remake? Though?
They did. Crichton was the only original one. But I can't remember who they got for the other ones.
There's actually a documentary about it on YouTube, and how it kind of failed. You should maybe try and dig that out and send it in the link in the video. Yeah, but yeah. No, I'd rather see a top 10 that was like, how popular they were, or not just one person's opinion or two people's opinion.
This is the American version of Red Dwarf. There's Crichton in the middle there.
Yeah.
I mean, Crichton wasn't even in the original show. He ended up in season 2.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Craig Ferguson was in Red Dwarf as well. He played Lister's confidence.
All right, did he?
And the confidence grew and grew and grew and grew until eventually he thought he could walk through space without breathing. Because I could prove it. And he opens the door, the airlock door, and of course gets blown into space.
I actually think even the later ones were pretty good. That they did. Yeah. You know how they kind of brought it back?
Yeah.
They were pretty good as well.
They were pretty good, yeah. I watched one. There was like a Gelf planet. Not a Gelf planet. Those replicant guys. Anyway, they end up being more human than the humans. And it was a good episode as well.
Yeah, I've tried to watch it again with Danny. I think he was maybe too young. I think we'll try him again.
Yeah, try him again.
Yeah, definitely.
Talking about what you're watching. What are you watching?
Well, I don't know if I've said that we're watching The Good Place again. I better get this.
You have, yeah. You mentioned The Good Place.
Which was all very much started watching Alone, the American version.
Oh, aye. Is it on Netflix? Right enough.
Channel 4. I think there's like six seasons of it.
Yeah, I watched season 6, I think.
So am I, but I didn't realise that it was season 6. I thought it was season 1 I was watching, but it's season 6.
Right.
But yeah,
you're Red Dwarf
10. I watched a movie called.
Who do you think win?
What in the
actually, sorry, yeah. So I've finished watching it, so I know who wins. Who did you watch episode 5 of Alone UK yet?
Well, I've watched the whole thing.
Oh, did you watch episode 6?
I know who's
right.
won.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. See that episode where episode 5 where Louis kept on picking up the phone? I'm going like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do
Louis
it.
the Liverpudlian boy?
Yeah, he's the guy that had like set up his homestead and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as they start putting names of family members on stuff, it's like the phone just appears in their hand. 3 of them went that episode. That was nuts. That was crazy, that episode. And it was folk I didn't think would go. I knew Javid would go.
Me too.
I knew Javid would go. He was like, I'm ready to go. He looked at his phone for a cab.
He's like, yeah, I'd just like to, and can we stop by? Can we stop by?
Can we stop by the Spar so I can get a carry out?
Burger King.
The Burger King. I'm starving.
Well, mate,
kebab shop.
So chilled, it wasn't real.
Yeah, I quite fancy a doner.
Yeah. Honestly.
And who's the other guy? Oh no, it was Eve. It was the NHS project manager. She was basically talking through the entire program where she's got. She didn't build anything, right? So winter's coming and she's still got the tarpaulin tent up.
Oh God, she was. I know.
She's going like, if it's good enough for people in Everest have 50,000 layers of clothes.
Honestly,
you've got a jumper.
I couldn't believe she made least effort in the shelter.
Oh, absolutely, the least effort. And then as soon as it got a wee bit chilly, she's like, whoop.
Yeah, sure.
Time to go.
Okay, so The Ruins, a movie. It was in the top 10 movies. It's all about these kind of holidaymaker young people going to...
On Netflix?
On Netflix, yeah. And they go to this archaeological thing. It's like a Aztec pyramid thing.
Uh-huh.
And when they get there, these guys come out of the bushes and go, yeah, what are you doing here? They're basically saying stuff in foreign language and shouting at them with guns and stuff. And then they kill one guy and tell him to tweak up the side of this pyramid
thing,
which they do. And it just goes crazy after that. It's mental, actually. Stuff you're like, you're watching it going, right, I can probably see where this is going. And it doesn't. It's like, what? It's so crazy.
Wow. I went to a pyramid in Mexico.
Did that happen to you?
No. We were in, where was it near? I'm gonna get it wrong. Just out of stupidity. Yeah, Playa de Carmen is where we went to, but okay. Chichen Itza is near there, but it wasn't Chichen Itza we went to. It was somewhere else. It was somewhere closer. But yeah, we went there.
Yeah,
it was good. It was really good. It was amazing to see the fact that like you could see there was like a main street. It was almost like Pompeii. You could see this main street, and then there was all these like squares off the main street, and the guy's going. The guy that's explaining it says, "Oh, and this is where like the fishmonger would be, and this is where you buy all like this stuff." Basically, it was the market street leading up to the pyramid. It was great.
I've been watching a thing. Evelyn's saw it. It was on iPlayer, and then it came off iPlayer after the run had done. But it's back on iPlayer now. I don't know if you get iPlayer now, don't you?
I can, but it's a wee bit tricky.
Aye. It might be on your BritBox actually.
Oh, okay.
It's Mother, Father, Son. I think it's called. It's got Richard.
Okay.
It's got Polly from Peaky Blinders in it, and
Bill Lancashire's in it. Helen McCroy's in it. Sinead Cusack's in it.
Yep. And it's pretty. It's quite slow. The first 2 episodes so far, but it ends with a hell of a bang every time. So you're like, Jesus, what the heck? So you're like watching the next one, and it's like ploddy. Then you're like, what the heck?
Okay.
Aye, it's like bonkers. Yeah, and everybody's great in it. Cool. Always when I see Polly from, I can't remember her name. It's the tip of my tongue. From Peaky Blinders, I just feel upset because she died. Was it last year? And she's a great actress. Probably.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the actress that plays Richard Gere's wife in it.
Helen McCroy.
Hey, Helen. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was married to the guy.
She played Narcissa Malfoy. She played. Hello, Potter.
Yeah, that's right. She was in Harry Potter as well.
Mm-hmm.
But she was in. She was married to
Draco's mum. That's the one.
Married to the guy from Homeland.
Damian Lewis.
That's him. Who played Steve McQueen and
he did.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. And he was in Band of Brothers as well.
I've been watching some Andrew Schultz as well, stand-up. Do you know Andrew Schultz? He's on Joe Rogan sometimes. By the way, I was in tears. He's got a routine. He's got a special on YouTube. You need to watch it, Sloan.
Okay. He's at the OLG stage in Fallsview Casino.
Is he?
Yep. 2 weeks from now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you want to know how much tickets are?
Much.
Checking availability, Jody.
Thanks.
Limited inventory, Jody.
What does that mean?
This event is popular.
Oh. I'm not surprised.
It's not bad. $55. If you want the nosebleeds. And if you want right beside the stage, then it's $140. Which is not bad.
That's not bad.
I don't think. I'm considering it was $250 for Bill Burr.
Yeah, Infamous. That's his full special on YouTube.
Infamous.
You need to watch it. He does a routine about Michael Jackson that is hilarious.
Okay.
And about jogging in the park at night.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, he does a lot of kind of audience participation as well. But
I watched a guy. He used to be a writer for the Dave Chappelle show. He was really funny. Guy with big long string bean guy, glasses. God, what's his name? Neil Brennan.
No, don't know if I know him.
Good.
Shows a picture.
Aye, okay. I will.
At this point, I think we've forgotten we're on a podcast.
I know.
Anyway, forget it.
New tab.
Forget it.
No. You wanted to see a picture?
I'll
show you a picture.
Right,
there you go. It's this guy.
Okay. No.
Okay. That was worth it. Okay.
Right. What you've been watching?
So we finished watching.
Ahsoka. We both watched
Ahsoka. Yeah.
What do you think about
that? Yeah. So what I was going to say was,
don't say anything bad about Ray because me and James love him.
I don't think he's getting used to his full potential. That's the thing that I don't like about the show.
I do.
I don't think. You think I'm wrong? You think he's going to be brooding and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. I feel they're going to fridge him in the next episode, which is going to be worse, I think.
Well, funnily, I said that to James. I said, do you think his Padawan's going to, double cross him?
I've got a funny feeling he's not going to make it out of this.
Because he's the thing about him is he's got honour. He's totally honourable. What he says, he means.
But he's the kind of Count Dooku, Qui-Gon Jinn type guy. He's just gone a wee bit further than that.
But I know, but he's not the same. It's not as. I feel as if this Ahsoka show has cut all those sort of the sort of things that have happened in Star Wars before. You expect, she's got the Force, but she can't use it. Oh no! Oh, here we go. So I hope it doesn't happen in this season.
Yeah.
That suddenly she goes, oh, I can use the Force, but don't.
No. Yeah, because what's the Christ? Not Scott Hill.
I hope they're not building up to that.
Yeah, the Padawan, she said that you don't have any powers. No, what I mean is that I think all we've seen Rey doing so far is just standing around that ruin of the temple.
Oh yeah,
it just feels underutilized in the show. When he's on screen, it's great. But he's not on screen that much, and it feels like it's a waste of talent, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I think the things that he's done on the show are great. We just haven't seen a lot of it, which is kind of sad.
But
given what we know outside the show, it's sadder. Because I would like to see more of that character.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a funny feeling that he's not going to make it past the next couple of episodes.
Yeah, but that episode there gave him a good, showed.
And again, I liked his fighting style. It was very like broadsword, clubbing rather than like.
And it was that's what we were saying. It's like a mutual respect. It was kind of they were both kind of standing off each other and sort of sizing each other up type thing, and all that stuff.
What I was saying about he's very kind of Count Dooku, Qui-Gon Jinn is that they're not against the council, but they don't
get
just
their own agenda.
They don't go lockstep with the council. They're willing to kind of like weave in and out of it. I think he's just gone a wee bit further than that, and he's a wee bit darker-ish. But I think Dave Filoni likes those characters that are that kind of like grey area of they're not goody like Yoda, but they're not bad either.
Yeah.
They're that kind of they walk that line, and I would like to see more of that, but unfortunately.
I know. I'd love to see more of them as well. But that's the great thing. That is the sign of a good baddie, though, when they think when his argument makes complete sense.
Yes. Yeah, as delusional as it may be, but
Ahsoka's argument, So
because the other one is he talks about power as well, and I don't think he means Thrawn. I think he means there's something on the ship that he wants. I don't think he wants Thrawn, because what's her face? Morgana Elsbeth, or whatever her name, Morgan Elsbeth. She wants Thrawn because that's her boss. But I don't think he wants that.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to all double cross each other. I think you're right, though. I think Big Ray is going to come out the worst, probably.
I think so, yeah.
Because he's got the honour about him.
I think Big Ray's going to come out the worst. I think his Padawan is going to become Sabine's master, and Sabine's going to join her. That's what I think. At the end,
did you like it overall, though, the episode?
Yeah, I thought the episode was good. There was a lot of like weird angly shots, which was kind of interesting. It wasn't like those hidden in the trees type shots where I was like, whose vantage is that from? The end bit was the CGI was a bit weird for Hayden's bit, but
I never even noticed that until folks started talking about it. I'm honest with you, but maybe.
And we said, "What happened to his face?" We watched it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's a bit weird."
I did watch it. I watched it on a tablet, though. I never watched it on a full big telly, so it never really kind of took it out for me. But no, I think it was a solid episode, actually.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay, so what else?
Watched Invasion and Foundation, which is sci-fi, obviously. Invasion, another top-notch episode. So top-notch, I can't actually remember what happened in it. Oh well. Foundation was, how are they doing this for $45 million a season?
Really?
And honestly, they need to talk to Marvel and tell them how to do it, because wow, the special effects in last night's episode, just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And maybe that's where they spent their $45 million on. I don't know maybe they got everyone else to work for union rates or something. I don't know, but just amazing. So good, the special effects. When you consider that weird arm thing, oh my god, you had like a dogfight in space, and then there was like a big explosion thing, and there was like a spinny thing, and then there was like a planet getting destroyed for $45 million, and they still have the rest of the show to go. Brilliant. And there's all the kind of weird machinations. And then there's a bit where there was a person cut into like those the Bodyworks exhibit.
Oh yeah.
There's a person like that, but they were still alive at one point, and they were walking between them, and there was like all this kind of crazy stuff going on. You're going like, and all I could think in my mind was like, how can you do this for $45 million?
Wow,
a season. And Secret Invasion couldn't do that for Secret Invasion. Just looks so flat and just looks so not cinematic. And just not good.
No.
Anyway, 5 times the ask. We watched Super Mario Brothers again this week. Sam hadn't seen it.
Really?
I really enjoyed it this time round. I didn't like it as much. I didn't like it the first time. I didn't like it the first time, but I was kind of lukewarm on it. I was like, yeah, it's okay. That's a fine movie.
Yeah.
This time, I kind of noticed more of the in jokes and stuff, and it made it a bit more fun for me. So
yeah,
and it was also free.
I think as well. It depends who you watch it with, because you were watching it with Samantha.
Oh, she was on the phone most of the time.
Oh, well, all right. Well, I'll take that back then. No, I just loved the nostalgia factor about it more than anything, you know.
Hey, James is here. Sorry, James. Hey. 9 o'clock UK time. Ish. 9 o'clock ish.
Yeah, we're running over.
Yeah, we are running over. And then I watched. We went to the movies to see Barbie.
Oh, you went to see the movies to see it?
Went to the movies to see it. Yeah.
All right.
Got the nice chairs and everything.
Oh, didn't realise you saw that in the pictures.
That was in the pictures.
This last run.
Yep. It's all right.
I mean, it didn't blow me away, but
I mean, I can understand why. I can understand why people are rushing to the movies to see it. I mean, it's different. It's not a superhero movie, which my guess is that everyone's just kind of fatigued by superhero movies at this time. Which, by the way, we need to talk about The Flash in just a sec. If you can spare, unless you have to run away quickly.
No, I want to talk about The Flash.
Okay. But yeah, the Barbie movie, I thought it was good. There was a lot of self-deferential humor in there. There was a lot of kind of, wink, wink, Mattel, haha, type stuff.
Surprising amount, actually.
Yeah, and there's a kind of social message in there. I mean, I think they kind of, I don't know. I always think it like replacing patriarchy with matriarchy. I mean, why can't we all just get along? I mean, does it have to be like? Can we not just like is that not the thing?
Can we not just all love each other?
Can we just all hug it out or something? I don't know. Say we're sorry, whatever it is, and then just because obviously those mistakes have been made on both sides, and they admit it in that, but then they go back to the status quo. But I mean, it's fine. It's a movie about dolls, for the love of Pete. It's not a serious.
I mean, I think you mean For the Love of Ken.
Yes.
Not Pete. No, I mean, I thought it was really good, and I can completely understand why everyone went crazy for it.
Yeah,
and the buzz was there and stuff.
Yeah, and it chugs along at a reasonable pace as well. It doesn't feel slow. The bit where they kind of backtrack and go back to Barbie Land, which is now Kendom.
I mean, he's great.
It was great as well. Like it didn't feel. Yeah, Ryan Gosling was really good in it.
Brilliant. So is Margot.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Emma Mackey was in it as well, which is funny because obviously there's the comparisons between her and Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
And America Ferrera was great in her.
And it's Helen Mirren does the voiceover. Did you know?
Yeah, Helen Mirren as well. Yeah, Kate McKinnon as well. She plays Weird Barbie.
Yes, she's good.
She's good.
I like her. I can't help but like her.
Yeah,
she's good.
I
like her in
Katie
Out. Call it Saturday Night Live, rather.
Yeah, she's good in Saturday Night Live. She's good in I can't remember. It's a Mila Kunis movie. She plays the best friend, and one guy says to her, "Has anybody ever said to you you're a bit much?" Which I think it's quite funny because sometimes I think Kate McKinnon can be a bit much, but she was good in this one. And yeah, Margot, I liked there was a bit as well. There was a line at the end which I thought was hilarious. Was she says something like, "I'm not even attractive anymore," and she says, "Oh, you don't need to be attractive," and it pauses and it says, "Note to the filmmakers: if you're going to say someone's not attractive, don't cast Margot Robbie."
No, that's right. Very self-aware.
Yeah, which I thought was good. I liked the musical numbers as well. I thought they were really good. Mark Ronson did the music as well, which is excellent.
He did. Yep.
Yeah. Overall, is it going to win an Oscar? No. I mean, it might win it for set design, which I thought was very clever.
God, that was somebody on one of the YouTube channels I watched said that Mission Impossible should be up for a best movie. No,
No, it shouldn't.
It's not even close.
If you have a number in a movie, you can't put it up for an Oscar.
unless they're really struggling, for movies in that category. But I don't think so. Come on, come on, man. Anyway,
I mean, I think it might be it might end up getting Craft awards. Unfortunately, I mean, it is a good movie, but is it going to win Best Picture? No, it's not going to win Best Picture. A movie you've never heard of is going to win Best Picture.
Probably.
That's my prediction. And then The Flash. I watched the Flash. So this was Sunday. Actually, we're looking for something to watch.
Right.
So it was after we'd wrapped the show.
Yep.
And I went on. I was like, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if it's on Crave. Sure enough, it's sitting there. I was like, oh, I'm going to watch it then
for free.
For free. And I really liked it. I thought Ezra Miller was great as the two parts.
Unfortunately,
he plays two parts in the unfortunately, because problems. He plays the two parts or him at two different stages in his life. And he's really good in both of them, and seamless. I think it's like the opening bit as well, where he's waiting for his
the babies,
his sandwich with the babies, and he's lining them all up and all that kind of stuff.
That scene.
That was really good.
Really funny.
The baby in the microwave.
Really clever. Yeah.
And he's on the phone to like Alfred and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great. I thought it was a great fun movie as well.
Me too.
And I thought it could have kickstarted their multiverse.
I know.
But,
and Michael Keaton back as Batman.
Michael Keaton back as Batman.
It was terrific.
The only saving grace is that James Gunn said he liked it. He said it was one of the greatest superhero movies of all time.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
So I mean, maybe they'll keep this Flash. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they can, do something, get him to counseling or something. I don't know what he needs. But yeah, it was a great movie. I love the bit at the end as well, because all through the movie, his Batman is Ben Affleck, and then he goes back and
he thinks he's back in his own reality.
He thinks he's only back in his own reality, and he goes, "Who the F is this guy?"
I love it.
Because it's a PG-13, so they can use the F word once. And it was, I love it when movies are PG-13 and they use the F word in a funny way, and that was in a good way. And I love it when they blow it on something stupid like that, because they did it in Fast and Furious. I think Roman gets hit by something, and he says, "What the F was that for?" It's just just an absolute throwaway line, but it's like it's one of those kind of needed things. But yeah, who the F is this guy?
And do you not think that's the best Supergirl we've ever seen as well?
Yeah, she was really good.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant. I mean, I know people slagged off the special effects and things like that, but
I thought it was fine.
I think when he was going into the kind of James is going to kill me for not knowing the Flash,
the multiverse bubble thing,
whatever that is, right?
They mention it in the movie as well.
I know they do. Anyway, it's going to look a bit weird. Anyway,
yeah.
Did you like that kind of flashback to see all the different versions as well?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It's good, wasn't it?
I kind of thought it was him, the big guy that pushes him out.
Right.
Because he did that kind of like skating thing like that.
Spoilers.
And spoilers, yeah, for a movie that's probably nobody's seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it reminded me there was another movie that does that.
In
fact, it might be. Do you know what it might be? Actually,
Westworld does that. Really?
I think there's Westworld as well. I think Red Dwarf does it as well.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what else does it? The Dark, Netflix Dark.
Okay. Oh no, I've not seen that one. Wow. That's the German one, isn't it?
Oh man, you need to watch that.
Yeah, I know. I tried to watch it, and
I did.
I
did, but you need to stick with it, man. I mean, and I'm not talking about a season. I'm talking about a couple of episodes, and then you'll be locked in.
Okay.
Honestly.
Bringing back Zod as well, where Michael Shannon,
brilliant.
who's just brilliant. Apparently, he asked permission as well from Zach. He said, "Is it okay if I go back?"
I know.
And Zach's like, "Yeah, sorry, I don't care."
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it was good seeing him back as well.
Yeah, it's great.
Zod
Great.
and his weird bubble thing that he's got.
I thought it was a brilliant movie. Actually, I really loved it.
It was good.
And like you say, Ezra is superb in it.
Yeah,
such a shame. Such a shame.
And also, Erin from Derry Girls is in it as well.
Oh, really?
Yep. She plays
at the beginning.
Yeah.
Is it?
Glasgow's in it as well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Heavily used Glasgow in the opening sequence.
The Bat Cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bat Cycle bit, and the bit where Ezra's running up to. There's a bit where he runs away. Young Ezra runs away. Barry runs away. Not Ezra. Young Barry runs away.
Yeah.
That's Glasgow as well, I think.
Right.
But yeah, the bit with the bat bike.
Did you have a wee tear in your eye at the bit in the supermarket when his mum?
Of course.
Oh, me too, man.
I am made of flesh and blood.
Yeah, it's a good emotional scene. That
it was a good emotional scene. Yeah. It was kind of similar to the I Love You 3000 thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're crying.
That was great. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Loved it. Yeah. Nice one.
But yeah, that's it. Let's end on a happy note. The Flash, go watch it. It's a great movie.
Woo!
It's the last of the good DCEU movies.
Even though it bombed.
That and Suicide Squad rebooted.
Come on, guys.
that gets a lot of flack. I think online the Suicide Squad reboot movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's great in many levels. Actually,
it is.
So is Barbie. Actually, it's not.
There's deep moments in Barbie as well. There's America Ferrera's speech as well that she gives to sort of motivate the Barbies.
Yep.
That's really good. And then Will Ferrell goofing off, being an idiot as usual. That was great as well. All the interaction, Ken finding out about the patriarchy.
No,
that was funny as well. And he goes, "I could be a doctor." No, can I talk to a doctor? I'm a doctor.
Yeah,
I'll go find a doctor.
That's great.
It's great. Anyway, if you like us talking about things like Barbie movies, then don't forget to hit all the like button and share on social media. It really does help the channel. And if you want timely reminders and when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will let you know, send you an email, ping you, text. I don't know what it does, but YouTube will let you do that. But until next time, ping! I see you with the machine. It goes ping. Until next time, we will see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye.